Welcome back, everybody, to step number 7 in the 7 steps to exhibition success with Stephen Murtagh, the exhibition guy. We've done all the hard work. We've done lots of the hard work before the show, the examples we gave about setting a written plan, and we've also our marketing. We've planned our marketing. We've thought about what we're going to say, how we're going to engage with visitors. Step number 7 is what we do post-show, and it's the aim of the post-show phase of exhibiting at any show, be it CONFEX, be it a show, publishing show, or any show that we do. And it's arguably the most important step in some ways, but it's the one where most exhibitors fall down, if I'm honest with you. It's the biggest mistake, and it's the lack of follow-up from trade show leads at shows. So it's one that we really need to be cognizant of and make a plan for how we're going to approach following up those leads. Now, what I would say to you as a starting point, and they say success is in the follow-up, and that's very, very true. But it's not a case of us deciding what we're going to or how we're going to follow up the leads when we get back to our office. This is something we need to do before we exhibit and have that plan ready to go for as soon as the show is over. So what we're going to look at in this session is the follow-up to trade show leads. And I'm going to start with a statistic that may scare you, but the post-show reality is that 81% of trade show leads are never followed up. Now, understandably, what happens is people have been on a show for maybe a week through build up through the show itself and travel, and there might be 5-6 days out of the office, and they come back from the trade show and they follow up things that have happened in the office while they're away. And they have this lovely bank of leads that they're going to chase up, and they say, listen, I'll catch up with them tomorrow. I'm just going to do these couple of emails or have those meetings first, and I'll chase the leads tomorrow. Tomorrow, another problem in the office arises, and they start following that up, and they say, I'll chase the leads tomorrow. And the trade show leads from the exhibition get pushed out, and as the saying goes, tomorrow never comes, and they don't follow them up. If they do follow them up, they follow them up kind of in a couple of weeks' time or a couple of months' time, and then they're wondering why they're not that hot anymore. So the reality is 81% of trade show leads are not followed up, but we need to make this a priority. The priority needs to be when we come back to the office that we're chasing up those trade show leads. And what I say to people with this regard is that we do, of course, need to have that plan before we exhibit. What format are we doing to follow up? Is it phone calls? Is it emails? Is it meetings, appointments, whatever it might be? We need to know that strategy, and everybody needs to know that strategy before we exhibit, not when we come back to the office and we're really, really busy. Because when we talk about follow-up, we talk about the 6-day rule. You should chase up every lead from a trade show within 6 days. 6 days being the top end of the scale. It should obviously be before that if you can. That's not to say you're going to get a deal or an order or the sale within 6 days. But what you're doing is maintaining contact with that potential client 6 days within the event. That increases the likelihood of continuing that conversation and of them actually getting a sale, or you getting a sale, and ultimately getting a client. 6 days is the maximum amount of time you should be chasing up every lead. Now, if you're in a lucky position, as many people will be, I hope, from CONFEX, that you have too many leads. You have lots of leads. You can't physically chase them up in 6 days. We need to be sending them an email within 48 hours of the event, explaining to them or telling them when we will follow up. That's another touch point that we can use to keep in touch with our clients, or potential clients in this case. And it's absolutely critical, because it's like I say to people who go to trade shows and they get these wonderful leads, if they don't follow them up, they've just invested lots of money, but they haven't used what they got for that money, which is the leads. And that makes no sense. Really, really important. I can't say it enough that we chase up every lead within 6 days or 48 hours by email if we can't do the 6 day. And what I would even go so far as to say, and the best way to describe it to you, is to organize a back at office show day. Say to yourself that the first day back in your office in London, Birmingham, wherever you might be, your first day back in the office, you're still in Excel in your head. And if we do that and we really focus on chasing up those leads, we're going to be more successful. The show will be more successful for you. But if we don't and we push them out, we're opening the door to our competitors going to them. We're opening the door to them forgetting about us. We're opening the door to them maybe not needing that product or service, although they wanted to talk to us about it in Excel. So it's really important we set our minds to a back at office show day, because this is what makes people more successful when you exhibit. And just to say to you, be in that 19% of people who chase up those leads, and you will also be in that 19% of people who do phenomenally well from trade shows. So for me, what I'd say to you is, Tip number 7 in the 7 steps to exhibition success is follow the 6-day, 48-hour rule. Chase up every lead within 6 days or email within 48 hours. But have that plan decided before you exhibit, not afterwards. Because when you come back to the office, obviously you're going to get caught up with things. We need you to have a back at office show day so you are more successful. You do better from CONFEX and everybody does better. And that's what works. So I hope the 7 steps to exhibition success have been helpful. On the next short video, I'm going to run through 10 things that you can do between now and CONFEX to have a more successful event. Thank you so much for your time and look forward to seeing you on the final session, the 10 steps to exhibition success at CONFEX.